Welcome back to my channel, Easy Math with Miss Easley. This lesson today is lesson 30 and it's all about balancing a budget. And this is a great financial literacy objective that will help you as you grow up, get your first job, and need to learn how to balance a budget. So let's dig in. All right, first things first, we need to define what a budget is so that I can teach you how to balance it. So a budget is just a plan that lists your income or the money that you make and your expenses, which is the money that you spend. Okay, so say it with me. Income, or the money that you make or earn, and expenses are the money that you're spending on things. So income, expenses. Good job. Okay, so let's try looking at our first example of a budget and see if we can learn how to balance it. So I've got my income side of this T-chart, and why do you think I have a plus sign next to my income side? Okay, great, because that's the money you're earning or making. So you're adding it to, you can picture your wallet or your bank account, you're adding it to that. So this person, I always like to think of things that fifth graders might be able to do. So I've had fifth graders in the past who've started to mow lawns to make some money. So this person's mowing lawns and made or earned $45 for their income. And then they also got an allowance of $20. Okay, then I wrote down some expenses for this person. Why do you think I put a subtraction sign next to the expenses? Okay, great. Since expenses are spending money, we are going to be subtracting those amounts. Okay, so they went to the movies and spent $15. They bought a gift for someone and it was $30. And then they also bought a shirt, and I put a question mark here. All right, so in order to balance a budget, you have to get your budget down to zero. So that means whatever you make and whatever you spend is equal and ends up getting down to zero. So in this case, how much income, we actually don't know the total yet. So that will help us in trying to balance this. How much did this person make total? Okay, let's find out. Let's add their two incomes. Okay, so they have $65 to work with. Okay, now I've got some expenses. I've got 15 and 30 and then a mystery amount. But we know that this budget is going to be balanced or down to zero. So what can I do to start solving this? Okay, great. I should start combining what I do know. So 15 plus the 30 is $45. Okay, and then in order to find out the missing part, I can do a couple different things. I can count from 45 up to 65, or I can do a quick subtraction. 65 minus 45 is $20. So this mystery amount is $20. And that leaves us with a zero. The amount that their income was spent with their expenses, and now we're down to zero. And then let me ask you one more question. So let's say that this shirt that this person was wanting to buy was $25. Would they be able to buy that shirt and still have a balanced budget? Okay, great. They would not be able to, if the shirt was $25, they would not be able to afford it. Now I've got a real life example for you where I show a person who has a job and is making a paycheck, maybe a monthly paycheck, and this one is $2,000. And then their expenses I've listed, and I'm leaving one blank for you to try to balance it. So their rent is $800 a month. They're spending $500 on food a month. Their gas and car payment is $400. Their entertainment is $100. How much do they have left for savings? If we balance their budget, remember that we have to get it down to 0 where this side matches this side. So pause the video and see if you can balance this budget. All right, so I am going to check your work for you. So I like to start adding up what I do know. And since they're all hundreds, I'm just going to take the easy route and start adding up the 8 plus the 5. So 8 plus 5 is 13. So I know I'm at 1,300. Okay, 13 plus 4 is 17. So 1,700. And then 17 plus 1 is 18. So this is in total 1,800 or $1,800. Okay, so now let's see what you got. How much more money do we have in the budget to save? Okay, great. If I bump myself up $200, I'm at $2,000. So now I have balanced this budget out, and this person is able to have some savings every month. Awesome. All right, I've got another problem for you. This one, I have all of the numbers already written down. There's no mystery, but the question I'm going to ask you this time is their budget balanced or not? So this person is babysitting and has $50 from babysitting. Then they have some expenses on this side. So they went to a carnival and spent $15.50. They gave a charitable donation and it was $3. A pair of jeans cost $29.80, and they bought some Takis and it was $2.99. So pause the video and see if you can figure out if they have a balanced budget, which means that this side equals this side and it brings them down to a 0. Let's check your work. So I bet you started adding up their expenses just to see if it matches. So I'm going to start adding up. 0 plus 0 plus 9 is just 9. Okay, then I have 9 plus 8 is 17 plus the 5. Sometimes I like to make myself a little note on this side because I can kind of make a mistake in my head when I'm adding that many numbers. So 22. Okay, then I'm seeing 5 plus 2 is 7 plus 3 is 10. That's always nice when you get to 10. 19. 20, 21. Okay, I'm going to put that decimal point there. 2, 4, 5. Okay, so I got $51.29 for this person's expenses. Is their budget balanced? Okay, good. It is not balanced. Good job figuring that out. So this person spent too much, a little bit too much on their expenses, and that's higher than 50. So that's what we want to avoid. We want to make sure our expenses are the same as our income. Okay, so what can this person do to balance their budget? Because whenever you figure out that you're spending too much, there's always some solution that you can figure out. What do you think what do you think this person should do? Okay, so if I was going to take away something out of this person's budget, I would definitely leave the donation alone, and I would think about maybe taking out something that's not as necessary, like this snack. Okay, if we take that out, then we'll bring her expenses down, and then maybe that extra money that's left over can be put in savings. That would be great. Okay, awesome. You did a great job learning about balancing budgets today, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye!